Good morning, sharks, and good morning, parents. As all of us know that how many challenges blind and visually impaired people have to face in their life. So, for their convenience, I have made EcoVision. EcoVision is a device for visual impaired person who face unique challenges accessing information and experiencing the world. Some information. There are more than 50 million visually impaired person in India and more than 217 million visually impaired person in the world. We have introduced a groundbreaking technology that leverages camera-driven vision to transform pictures into audio, thereby enhancing the daily lives of visually impaired persons. Problem statement. I faced this problem almost 1 week ago where I was in a local market with my parents and I saw a blind person who was not able to cross the road and no one came there for helping him. So I went home, researched a lot and came up with this technology. This technology or this system incorporates a high resolution camera, a lightweight headset and a pocket sized processing unit. The camera captures visual data while the processing unit analyzes it into a format that can be easily understood through audio output. Now the software integration. The software includes cutting-edge image recognition algorithm, speech synthesis, and language processing technologies. This integration enables the device to accurately interpret visual information and convey it in the form of spoken words. Now I will tell you how it works. So this is a demo product. These two, this is a transmitter and this is a receiver. So when this transmitter will reflect the infrared rays. If there will be any obstacle forward to it, it will reflect the infrared rays and will it come back to the receiver. And then the receiver will give the signal to the microcontroller. And hence the microcontroller will give the signal to the earbone vibrating headphone. This is the block diagram of what I explained just now. So you can see the ultrasonic sensor which will reflect the infrared rays, then the obstacle and the obstacle will reflect the infrared rays, and then this ultrasonic sensor will give the signal to microcontroller and then this to the smart earphone, and hence the picture will be described in sound or navigation. So this is the picture of the brain or the microcontroller. It's Arduino, the microcontroller. This is the infrared sensor and these are the sensor-based earphone. It can also be used for education purposes. I will set up in these in the NGOs and in school so that the visually impaired students can use it for accessing visual learning material like textbook through sound. Also in future, we may include improving image recognition accuracy, miniaturizing the hardware and expanding the language support. We will also add a GPS system and a voice command feature in our special variant of this device. Conclusion. Camera-driven vision, converting picture into word, holds a great promise for enhancing the lives of visually impaired individuals. The technology represents a significant step towards independence and educational opportunities. Continued research and opportunities along with increased speed will drive further adoption and advancement of this product. This is the flow chart and this is the cab which I used just now. These are the earphones and this is the infrared sensor. So now any questions?
Vihan, very impressive.
Thank you, ma'am.
The thought is great, helping visually impaired people. I know the kind of difficulties they face, but I can see a number of problems in your project, whatever presentation you have shown us. One thing, you started with high resolution camera. Later on you went to ultrasonic sensors. They're two different objects. When we talk about ultrasonic sensors, uh, I don't know how accurately they will be able to explain the object, because we never got to hear any kind of demo for this. Can you do that? You had that cap with you?
Ma'am, because in the future we will add a camera, ma'am, which will give a 360 view of the environment around, and then it will give the picture description in audio. Ma'am, this will be our future development.
And what will be the time lag? See, our brain can process it very fast. Will the processor be so fast that there's a moving traffic? And it says, it tries to explain. By the time it explains, the car has already moved ahead. These are the practical problems which I can see. See, our brain, as soon as you see the process happen, another thing I felt was that this is in very raw state. Arduino, the robotics part, Arduino, whichever you use, the brain, are they so advanced?
Ma'am, actually we are on a stage of proof of concept. Ma'am, we will launch a product in the beginning of next year. Ma'am, for now we are doing advancement and the other R&D on the project.
All right, the concept is good, but how feasible it is, I'm not that much sure about it.
विवान, बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आपने एक लोगों को जो ब्लाइंड्स हैं उनके लिए भी आपने सोचा कि आप कोई विजन को देखने में सपोर्ट कर सके किसी प्रकार से सुनने में। तो अब ये चीज़ बताओ कि इसमें आपने कहीं जो स्पीड से कार क्रॉस कर रहा है रोड्स, तो स्पीड से जो कार आ रही है उसको कैसे मालूम पड़ पाएगा कि कितनी स्पीड से है, कैसे है? उसने गया तो भी तो कोई दिखाई नहीं दे रहा क्योंकि इंफ्रारेड में कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, लेकिन जैसे ही क्रॉस करने लगता है स्पीड से कोई कार आ रही है कुछ, तो उसमें
क्योंकि सर जो सेंसर है सर वो 255 सेंटीमीटर की रेंज तक ही डिटेक्ट कर सकता है।
255
सेंटीमीटर 255 सेंटीमीटर
तो वो बहुत कम एरिया हो गया मतलब देखने के लिए क्रॉस।
सर क्योंकि अगर कार जाएगी सर तो वो इतने पास है तो जाएगी नहीं सर, वो आगे से जाएगी तो एक्सीडेंट का चांस कम हो जाता है।
अच्छा, और इसमें पढ़ाई में आप जैसे सपोर्ट कर रहे थे कि पढ़ाई में एजुकेशन में कैसे सपोर्ट कर पाएगा?
फ्यूचर में जब हमारा जो कैमरा वाला फीचर आएगा सर तो उसमें
वो पढ़ पाएगा, रीड कर पाएगा।
यस सर, क्योंकि वो पूरा पिक्चर लेगा और फिर वो ऑडियो के फॉर्म में हमें सुनाई देगा।
अच्छा,
this feature is already there in Microsoft Teams known as immersive reader. ये ऑलरेडी है क्योंकि हमने कोविड टाइम्स में जब माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स यूज़ किया टू इम्प्रूव द रीडिंग ऑफ आवर चिल्ड्रन। सो अगर ये कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट अपलोड कर देते हो तो वो पढ़ता है बच्चे के साथ, अगर कहीं बच्चा गलत होता है तो बताता है। दिस इज ऑलरेडी देयर विद माइक्रोसॉफ्ट।
चलो तो फिर बहुत अच्छी सोच है, एक अपने अच्छा है, इसके कारण आपके अंदर एक आइडिया आया तो काफ़ी कुछ इसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट्स भी आएंगे। और ऑलरेडी जो कह रहे हैं कि मैडम कह रही है कि ऑलरेडी इसमें माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने कर रखा है, इनोवेशंस कर रखी है, जो सॉफ्टवेयर लॉन्च किया हुआ है तो उसको भी एक बार इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट कर सकते हैं। चलो गुड, कीप इट अप।
थैंक यू सर।
विहान, सी ये प्रोडक्ट ओरिएंटेड है, कंप्लीट आइडिया। So the thing will be completely clear only when the product is made. At least the prototype is there. When it is practiced, you also know about the product. You don't know about the product yet because it's not developed yet, right? It's not even in the hands where it has been practiced, right? Practicing for the impaired, I mean it would be a big decision because it's for life and death, right? So it needs to go through the stages of prototyping. And likewise go towards other segments of getting all the permissions to be used for the impaired, because because if such product is being used on an impaired, definitely it has to, that is the only support level they have, the device, right? So that's in the real market. So I think there is a lot to go into this, a lot of work needs to go into it, but the idea and the kind of technology you're working on, the electrical part of it is very well very well made, thought of, but it needs to be prototyped and needs to be worked upon. And we hope once we are ready with the next series, maybe next year you come again and we have something prototyped. we'll be more welcome to you to have a prototype of this product and likewise
Sure,
see
sir.
and process it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Also
Thank you,
want to
sir.
add one more thing. As you know, the visually impaired people, they are financially not that sound. Should also try to get funding from government. I mean, there should be some provision. Normally, those people, because the product you're basically the one you explained, it will not be cheap. It's going to cost.
Ma'am, actually its costing will be around 5,000 to 5,500 rupees.
You have to make it faster, better,
Yes, ma'am.
more reliable also. So that it will require.
Ma'am,
cost.
actually we will conduct tests in the NGOs for the visually impaired people. Thank you, everyone.